Well, hello and welcome to a little section I thought I'd call Thinking Maths Further. The aim of this really is just to give you guys a bit of revision whilst also kind of uncovering something which is maybe a little bit different and not necessarily your standard past paper stuff, or possibly just taking something you need to know and taking it that little bit further. So today I thought we'd look at factors and graphs. Now most students are aware, as it says on the slide, that the factors of graphs can be used to indicate the points where a polynomial crosses the x-axis. To do this, we simply take the factors and make them equal to 0. I thought we'd do first of all is take Desmos, which is a graphing calculator program, and open that up. Now with Desmos you can easily and very simply graph tons and tons of functions. It's really good at this particular thing. So all I need to do to graph a function is head over to the box over here and type in the function I'd like to graph. So I'll start by typing in one with two factors. So we'll do x minus 3 times x plus 1. Now as we can see, the 2 points where these factors are equal to 0, i.e. x equals 3, where the x minus 3 is equal to 0, and x plus 1, i.e. x is minus 1, where the x plus 1 is 0, are the 2 points where this graph crosses at the axis. Now, what I want to know is what happens if I start to repeat these. Now, if I press the shift and the 6 key, I will get myself a power there, and I can square that x plus 1 factor. And again, this is something that most A-level students probably quite aware of, is that now we end up with a repeated factor, a double factor where it both crosses up and goes back down at the same point when x is minus 1, the factor that's squared, and a single factor doing pretty much the same as it was before, whoosh, straight through the graph there, at x is 3. Now what I'd like you to do is to access Desmos yourself and see, well, what happens if we repeat things a few more times. So rather than just once, twice, try repeating them 3 times, repeating them 4 times. Is there anything that's consistent that happens, and how does that relate back maybe to the original graphs? Because I think that the factor that we've got here, which is x plus 1 squared, is kind of doing a quadratic-y thing at x is minus 1. So that's what I'd like you to investigate. Try using Desmos, try repeating them, even have multiple repeats in the same graph. Do a factor that's repeated twice and a factor that's repeated 3 times and see what happens. And I'm going to come back later with another kind of Thinking Maths Further video for you to have a look at, and I will kind of look at the answers to this as well. But I thought it'd be much more fun if you get hold of Desmos, you play with it, experiment with it yourself, because it's really quite a lot of fun.